Hello, this is BJ Ondo, and welcome to Out and About on the Recumbents. For August 17th, 2022, we're heading to the annual Downtown Burger Bash in Colorado Springs, Colorado, a fundraiser for the United Way. Come along!
All right. Good morning. Hey, this is keep going. Go. This is BJ and Joe. We're getting ready. Oh, there's a car coming, babe. We're heading down to a little gathering called the Burger Bash, put on by the city and the Bank of Colorado once a year. Where for a small contribution you can get a free burger, and it goes to a good cause. Goes to United Way here in Colorado Springs, and yeah. Downtown Colorado Springs, so that's where we're headed. We're taking our back street here, which is down the road from us. This is Wood Avenue. We'll be headed over to Flat Narrow Street bike lane. Going over the Weber Street bike lane and heading south into downtown Colorado Springs over to 421 North Cajon Street, where the Bank of Colorado is. And from 10:30 to 3 today, they're doing this Burger Bash charity thing. So supposed to be meeting several of the Pikes Peak region Recumbent Trike and Bike Network on Facebook, folks. And I'll shoot a little video while I'm there so you can see what's going on. They usually have what it is. It's In-N-Out Burger. They do the actual cooking. They have a gigantic van that's all set up for events like this, and I guess they kind of do it for free. The promo. Got a car in back. Got to get over. Regular street. There's no bike lane on it. Luckily though, it doesn't have this much traffic. It seems a little busy today. Several mean old speed bumps though, you have to be careful. Especially with my new to me Trike. I'm now riding a Terror Trike Tour. So you don't really have a way to nail down exactly what year it is, because they didn't worry about that kind of stuff back then. But it's somewhere between a 2006, late 2006 and late 2010. We like the Weber Street bike lane better because it just has much less traffic. Cascade's a fairly busy street. In fact, I was actually kind of surprised when the city of Colorado Springs put a bike lane on it. Don't want to hold people up forever. Okay. Yeah, even though they passed the Idaho stop law here in Colorado, Joe and I have been doing this the old-fashioned way for decades. So we do full stops and stop signs and full stops at stop lights. The way the Idaho stop law works is that for bicycles and other mobility equipment, basically, as long as there's no traffic in the intersection, we can treat a stop sign as a yield sign and a stop light as a stop sign. So all we have to do is make sure there's no traffic at a stop sign in the intersection, and we can just go through. And if it's a stop light, when we go to the intersection, we look, every way. And if it's clear, then we can go through. We don't have to wait for the light to change. But we'll have to see how so far a lot of the auto drivers around here are not very happy with the fact that it passed, the law passed. Some of them seem to think that we're like totally privileged. Yeah, I guess in a way it is, but it makes it safer because we're not sitting at an intersection. Like right now, we could technically cross. Now we won't do this because this is Nevada Avenue. And Nevada Avenue is extremely busy. We'll wait for the light. But you don't actually have to as long as there's no traffic in the intersection. Or coming into the intersection, I should say. which is good in a way because that gets bikes out of the way of the cars when the lights turn. You don't have to worry about some impatient driver deciding to take you out. These two Colorado Springs, there's a lot of very impatient drivers. A bunch. Alright, now we're going to turn onto the Weber Street bike lane. Take us clear to where we want to go, pretty much. So we have to get over on Tejon Street. Just so you'll know if you hear it, I named my trike Abby Normal because it has these older Terra trikes. They call them the legacy trikes. They don't have adjustable booms. Boom is the part that goes out front and holds your bottom bracket and your crankset and all that on. And they had three different size booms. They had small, medium, and large. And this bike came with a medium because it was red all the way through. But it was too short for me, even with the seat all the way back, because the seat can't move. It has four spots it can move. But yeah, it felt real cramped, so they were going to have to order a large boom, which would have matched. But the problem of it is that they don't make these anymore. Although we're fortunate to the fact that because they still make the Tandem Pro in this older style, they never upgraded it that much. You can get a matching color boom if it's red. If you're any other color, you're out of luck. That's the only color that the Tandem Pro comes in. But I guess there's kind of a difference between the way a tandem's set up and the way a regular trike is set up, because it's missing, the boom is missing a couple of the wire holders, the cable holders. So they'd have to jury rig it. Well, they were looking in their back stock and they found a large boom, but it's yellow. I said, I don't care. It doesn't bother me any. It really doesn't. So they put that on, and it's great because it didn't cost me any extra money. It would have cost me an extra $125 to get to get the red boom, and then the labor it would take to get them to where they had to make cable stops and stuff to put the front derailleur on. So it saved me $125 plus shipping, and it works just fine. And I think it looks kind of cool, being dual colored. And luckily, the decals on this particular trike are yellow, so it kind of matches in a way. The other thing is this trike has a 26-inch rear wheel. This is the first one, trike like, tadpole trike I've ever owned with a 26-inch rear wheel. And I've always had, 320s. So it looks odd to me, and it will for a while until I get used to it. But so I was thinking, well, I got to come up with a name for my trike. And I said, it just doesn't look normal. And I had to giggle because if you're a fan of Mel Brooks movies at all, Young Frankenstein. And there's a part in there where Igor is talking to Dr. Frankenstein, and they basically go, he's talking about the brain that they put into the monster, and basically the doctor asked, what was the name on this brain? And Igor replies, Abby something. Abby normal. I'm sure that's it. And then of course you know what happens, because they put an abnormal brain into the monster. And so that's what I decided to call this one. This is Abby normal. Got some qualities that I really like. Number one, it has indirect steering. It's a different type of steering than my other trikes had. And I've always just liked it a little better. It's kind of like a power steering. Joe's got caught at the light, so I'm going to have to pull over here. Oh, I thought you got caught. Okay. So she's faster than I thought. She didn't get caught at the light. She snuck up on me. Alright, so yeah, that's the biggest thing, is the indirect steering. I've just always preferred it. To me, it's slower. And it doesn't have the, it can't turn as sharp as the direct steering that Joe has on her Trike Rambler. But it just seems easier to use, and it's very stable. The indirect steering is very stable. Kind of watch where I'm going here, because we normally go straight through downtown, so we don't have to go that far. I'm trying to remember exactly where this is. I think we have to go down one more past Willamette Avenue here, which is kind of a shame because Willamette Avenue has a bike lane. But it doesn't even start till 10:30, and I don't have any idea what actual time it is. I guess I can find out though. Okay, so it's only 10 o'clock. Hey, it's only 10 o'clock. You want to spin down to Pikes Peak and come back up?
Yeah.
Okay. Should have geared down. Yeah. where it starts. So we decided to just keep spinning down Weber Street here, Weber Street bike lane to Colorado Springs. Give you a little tour. We're kind of past the main part of the city. This is kind of the first kind of back street. Past the YMCA parking lot here. What I like to call Church Road. There's like 5 or 6 churches around here. The biggest one is this First Presbyterian. We're going to pass here. I mean, it's huge. It is huge, huge, huge. Dumbass. Forgive me if you hear me humming Brothers in Arms. Got that song stuck in my head this morning. Hey Joe, let's go all the way down to where we normally go over and then come back up Cascade. And over here on the left, I don't know if you can see it, 'cause my camera doesn't really swivel. Is a new multi-eatery thing called the Well. We weren't really impressed because we're not into the new type foods. We're pretty much old-fashioned people. But they do have quite a variety in there. That's one of the new places. There's a lot of new places that have opened up because they are just building like crazy in Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs is pretty nuts now. This used to be a pretty sleepy little town, but it's not anymore. It's trying to go urban hardcore. Wait for Joe. So I put on the screen. Right, she's coming through. Yeah, so like I said, this is kind of the backside. So we'll take you up Cascade, which is a little more downtownish on the way back. Because you'll notice because of all the traffic. Okay, well, we're going to use the Idaho stop law here because there is nobody here. Nobody. It pissed the cars off, but oh well. Kind of stupid for us to be sitting there. We don't need to. No, not anymore. They passed the Idaho stop law for bicycles and mobility equipment. It means that at a stop sign, all we have to do is check and make sure that turn on the Costello Street bike lane. There's one good thing about downtown Colorado Springs, man. We got all kinds of bike lanes. You just got to know where they are. That's the problem. Now we're heading down to Cascade Street, and for a little ways it doesn't have a bike lane, but it does eventually. The clouds are coming in. It's supposed to not be much of a chance of rain today, but it's kind of ugly looking. South end of downtown right now. Motels over here on the left. That's actually weird. It's two motels, two different brand of motels in the same building. So that seems pretty odd to me, but I guess it's the way they do things now. Well, it makes it cheaper, I would guess. Spring Hills Estates by Marriott, and then something else over here. Starts with a C. Never heard of them before. I don't know if there's a difference between them, but they've built all kinds of new, fancy apartments down here that only high-tech people can afford. Because that's really all they want downtown. They don't want any of us poor Social Security riffraff. Bad thing about our bike lanes is that we still have to deal with parked cars all the time. So it's kind of a bummer. We're turning on the Cascade Street. The only bad thing about, like I said, for a while there's not a bike lane. I've been having problems with my camera. May have to get some new batteries. They keep shutting off on me, even though they tell me that I'm 100% charged. So I may have missed all of this. So I'll kind of go over. We're in downtown Colorado Springs, and we're going to the Burger Bash off of Tejon Street, 421 North Tejon Street. at the Bank of Colorado. It's kind of a fundraiser thing for the United Way, which actually started here in Colorado Springs, way back in the 1800s. Now, of course, it's nationwide, but... Alrighty, here comes Joe. Now, I'm going to make this, but I don't know if she is. Luckily, this is a fairly long one. Watch this black van. Keeps creeping on me. She ain't gonna make it. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. But oh, she made it. Okay, she surprises me. Heard many times, Joe is a Hey, okay, I'm back. This is BJ Ondo from Out and About on the Recumbents, and we're at the Burger Bash and downtown Colorado Springs for a fundraiser for United Way. Got a few people here. We're pretty early. They got a little picnic set up. Our friend Larry is here from the he's also part of the Pikes Peak Regional Recumbent Trike Bike Network. Got a great green speed arrow here. This is a hot rod. And like I said, it's starting to get a little busy. So here's my meal, my free In-N-Out burger, although we gave a donation, so it wasn't technically free, but that's okay. It goes the United Way, which is really good. One of the better organizations there are in the United States for charitable resources. And my wife Jo is over there at the white tents. And now she's probably standing in line to get her hamburger. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off again. Just wanted to give you kind of a clue what's going on. Again, this is BJ Ondo from Out and About in the Recumbents. And from here, we just got a ride to go to, and we're just going to enjoy the day. It's a beautiful day, and it's only like going to be 76 degrees today, so it's not near as hot as it's normally been. And so, all right. Thank you to all our subscribers. If you're new, hey, we really appreciate you being up. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Click on the thumbs up button. And if you really like, well, don't worry about that. Sorry. Brain went dead. You know how it is when you get old. All right. So you have a really good day. Bye. From the Burger Bash. Okay, this is BJ Ondo from Out and About on Recumbents. We're back. We're still at the Burger Bash. We're going to be heading out here pretty soon. Say hi, Joe. All right. That's my lovely wife, Joe. It's pretty cool. And it's starting to get a real crowd now. As you can see, we got several trikes here. Two of the hot rod green speed arrows. That's Roger and Larry, our friends from our group. And so we're gonna, like I said, downtown Colorado Springs, 421 South Tejon. It's a fundraiser for United Healthcare, and it's if you can make it down, it's good. Not a bad burger either, to be totally honest with you. It's a pretty good crowd. Pretty cool. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to shut her down for now. And, all right. So we'll just kind of call it a day. And because from here, we're just going to do errands. So it's pretty boring stuff. So, again, this is BJ Ondo with Out and About on the Recumbents. And, hey, we're glad you came along with us. So, hope you have a really good day wherever you are. Give you a quick view of
downtown Colorado Springs here. And here's the official sign. Put on by the Bank of Colorado and the United Way. Great organization. All right. So until next time, just remember, let's ride.
Okay, hey, I may have had some battery problems, so I'm going to kind of restart everything. I'm BJ, and along with my wife Jo, we're the Ondos, and we are our site, our YouTube site is called Out and About on the Recumbents, because we ride three-wheel recumbent tricycles. And today we were headed downtown to the yearly burger bash put on by the Bank of Colorado, and it's a fundraiser for United Way here in Colorado Springs, which is where United Way started back in the 1800s. And so we're heading over that way. I may have got a little footage, on the way down, but probably not very much. So hopefully this battery's good. It's the only other battery I brought. But I've been having some problems, and I'm thinking, okay, that this is the problem, is that battery is just bad. I'll have to buy a new one. All right, so we're going to take off now. Right now we're on the Cascade Street bike lane, heading over to, I believe we need to go to one block up and go over onto Tejon Street. But Tejon Street does not have a bike lane, and it's smack downtown, so it's quite busy, even during a weekday. And yes, we are retired. That's why we can do this. Sorry for you working folks, but we did our share for 50 or 60 years, and we just decided that okay, we may be poor, but we're going to be retired. We love it. One of us probably have to go back to work part-time one of these days, but we're trying to fight it as much as possible. Okay, I believe this is where we need to turn. Yep. Spot. So like I said, my name is BJ. Videographer, I guess you'd call it, about on Recumbents. We've been riding recumbent tricycles since 2018. Both ride Trike. I ride a much older one called a Tour. It's actually considered a legacy trike. And Joe rides a much more modern one. Mine is in the... Just letting the news guys go by, news lady, or here's the Bank of Colorado. We're going to be heading in here. Should be just about right time-wise. It's put on by the Bank of Colorado and In-N-Out Burger. So we're going to go over here and just kind of cruise in, find us a good shady spot to park. For a little donation, I'm gonna switch this out and do a quick walk around so you can kind of see what's going on. All right, so I gotta take off the big mic. Good morning. Mic here. Oops. Okay, so the sound's probably going to be a little different because I got to take the camera out now. Now I'm going to have to just grab it from the front. I can't really get a good hold on from being in back of it. Sorry about this. Got to turn off my front light. All right. So I'll give you a little tour here. As you can kind of see, they've all picnicked the place up, and it's like we might be a little early, but that's okay. So we'll just walk around, and looks like the Channel 11 news crew is here. And yeah, I'm just taking a video for my YouTube.
Oh yeah, glad that you are.
Yeah. All right. As you can kind of see, they've got a DJ, and local news is here, and everything's pretty cool. This is the rig that In-N-Out Burger has. Just unreal. I mean, it's unreal. And then, of course, the fundraiser is for United Way, and they've been in Colorado since the 1800s. In fact, they started in Colorado Springs, like I said. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. It starts at 10:30. I just kind of wanted to get a shot before everything showed up and it got too crowded. Do a little closer walk around here. Mechanic Crew 719. These guys must be from the bank. You can kind of see they're setting up the chips and stuff. And then you've got, this rig is just unreal. I mean, they're inside there and they serve from there. It's pretty damn cool.
That's a dangerous.
Okay. All right. We're going to get out of their way, but I just wanted to give you a shot of what it's like. So this is officially called the Burger Bash, downtown Colorado Springs, 421 North Tejon, for the Bank of Colorado. They kind of sponsored this. There's Joe. I'll get a picture of the Trikes here, so you can kind of get an idea of what our Trikes look like. That's Joe's orange one back here. It's a Trike Rambler. It's named R2 for Recovery 2, because she's used that to recover from her heart attacks. And this is mine. This is, I just got this. This is Abby Normal. Yep, you heard it right, Abby Normal. Because she has twin colors. The boom's yellow, the frame is red. So, right, I'm going to shut this off so I'll have a little more. I'll get some more later when people start showing up. All right. If you can come down, it starts at 10:30, goes to 3. Have a great one. Bye. Back off, back off. You gotta take a minute or two to move that big monster. I don't know if we can get by going that way. Maybe. Okay. We're gonna have to get off, dear. Yeah, these things are made for hot curves. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. We had a bit of a detour. They're doing a lot of tree trimming on the trail today, and we had to pull the trikes up over a curb. Yeah, these things aren't made for hopping curbs. They're just not made for hopping curbs. So we're back. We're headed to on the Pike Greenway Trail. Okay, hold on. Hey, Mom. Oh, crap. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, that's freaking horrible. Oh, I know, or or money or something. Yeah, I know. That definitely that part of that family's curse, boy. That's for sure. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. That's like super sad. Wow. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Love you. Bye bye. All right. Thank you. You too.
Makes me wonder if Chuck's going to be coming back here for a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know how much Chuck does with that. Sorry, folks, for the had a small family crisis we had to take care of. Okay, now we're heading up the Pikes Peak Greenway. Heading north on the Pikes Peak Greenway. This part of it is also called the Monument Valley Trail. The Pikes Peak Greenway is actually made up of 3 different trails. It's made up of the Fountain Regional Trail, which comes out of the city of Fountain about 25 miles to the south of us in Colorado Springs. And then it turns into the Monument Valley Trail in a certain spot. And then you go all the way up to Woodman Avenue on Monument Valley, and it turns into the new Santa Fe Trail. And that takes you all the way to Palmer Lake and Monument, and then clear up to the Greenland Open Space, which is about 22 miles, I think, south of Castle Rock, Colorado. So that's our longest trail here, and it's pretty close to 50 miles, but the only portion that's concrete or asphalt is through Colorado Springs itself. Once you get to Woodman, it's all dirt. And from Fountain to, basically from Fountain to Nevada Street, the town of Fountain, thank you, it's all dirt. So, yeah, this is the part that is it's mostly concrete these days, but there's still quite a bit of old asphalt trail left too. But this, like I said, this is the main north-south trail. And, real easy for us to get on because we basically live like 250 feet from the kink in the trail that can take you both north and south. So that works out really good for us. We love it. And now we're heading up to Panera Bread, get us some unsweetened iced tea. and eat our homemade trail mix, as we call it. Not the kind of trail mix you guys are used to. So remember, Joe's the type 2 diabetic, so we can't have a lot of candied this or whatever. So basically it's this really cool chocolate cereal, like it's like Cocoa Puffs, but there's no sugar in it, and it's supposed to be healthy for you because it's all keto stuff. And so we have those, and then I have, and then we have raisins, because even though raisins have sugar, it's a natural sugar, and Joe's body can use it. You know, she can digest the natural sugar, where she has a hard time with the processed sugar. Hey Joe, when we get up here, I need you to slow down and stop. No, go ahead and go all the way up. You got something really stuck on your tire. It's a big blue thing of some sort. But let's just go to the other side, so we can be pointing downhill. As you can probably see, the clouds are definitely coming in. We're hoping they'll stay off. It wasn't supposed to be a big chance of rain down here today, but it happens. This is technically the monsoon season here in southern Colorado. I'm going to make a quick pit stop here and take this sticker or whatever it is that's on Joe's tire. Okay, slow down, up a little more, stop. Yep. Actually, I think it's just like crepe paper. I got it. Yeah, well, I should like blue tape. Looks like the kind of stuff they use for running events and stuff. Okay. My camera mount is a little crooked. Howdy. Yeah, I can't adjust it from there. I'll have to adjust it when I get home. Sorry, folks. So it's going to be a little crooked, and I'm not sure. I guess I just didn't get that quite straight enough. Okay, Joe. Alright, so we got the blue tape off her tire here. It's pretty funny looking. Blue. Yeah. And as you can see, Joe carries a minion. That's Bob, we think. It's pretty funny, you know. I never cared much for the minions when they very first came out, but I guess they grew on me. And we just saw the newest movie, The Rise of Gru, and it was pretty funny. So we've been we're actually walking over to Walgreens one day, and Bob was just laying there in the road. So we rescued him, took him home. I still need to do a duct tape type repair on his one-eye goggle, but I ran out of duct tape, so I have to get some more. But now I have to find me one of the two-eyed versions, and so I can stick it on my trike. Although I'm not sure where I put it, because Joe's got the normal 20-inch wheel on the back, so she has a lot of room. I've got this 26, and I mean, there's hardly any space at all between the tire and the rack. As you can tell, we have panniers or saddlebags, whichever you want to call them, because we carry a lot. We carry tools. We even carry an ultralight picnic blanket. And that shows you how recreational riders we are. Because that way, you know, if we get someplace where we find some shade under a nice tree, we don't have to have a table. But we also carry 2 locks. We carry both the a U-bolt lock and a cable lock, cable and key lock. Because if our Trikes ever got stolen, we'd be in a deep problem because we don't make enough money to just go out and buy a new one. In fact, we haven't bought a new one yet. Actually, it's not true. My very first one, my Sunseeker Echo Tad, in early 2018, that was brand new, but it's the cheapest trike on the market. You know, it was only a 7-speed, and it was under $1,000 at the time. Now it's like $1,200, but at the time it was just under $1,000. So, and we really didn't know that much about angle tech. I had bought it from the folks we've been buying regular bicycles from for decades, and that's the Colorado Springs Bike Shop in Colorado Springs, which is a good shop. Not quite as good as it used to be, because it used to be a kind of a full retail shop. Now it's since Ed and Bonnie, the owners, retired, it's more a repair facility, but they still carry accessories to a point. Although they really don't sell much but electric bikes these days. Their showroom floor is almost all a brand called Averton, which is probably the most affordable e-bicycle on the market. Because at one time, Joe and I were looking very heavily at getting those, until we found out that Joe has balance problems, and there's just no way she can ride a regular bike anymore. So we got her a Trike, and I had a recumbent bicycle, just your basic Sun, Easy One SX. And I really enjoyed it. You know, people say it's a really crappy bike, but it did everything I wanted it to do, and it did it well. But I did want to get Joe into a lighter trike, because her original Rover we bought for her, TerraTrike Rover, is a very heavy-duty trike. It's made to handle a 400-pound person. Okay? Well, Joe is a scrapping 120 pounds, you know, at best. And so she doesn't need anything that heavy, but we found it at the right price. And that's all we could find available in our price range. So she rode that for quite a while. And then we got her Rambler, which is considerably lighter. And because to give you an idea, a stock Rover without anything else on it is 42 pounds. Her Rambler here is 38. Doesn't sound like much, but let me tell you something. 3 or 4 pounds makes all the difference in the world. Hello? And plus two, the bike back. Thank you. While Joe had it, the Rover was only an 8-speed. Even though we put a pretty radical 12x42 rear cassette on it, it's still just an 8-speed. So I was going to sell it, and then I took it out for a couple of rides with Joe on her new to her Rambler. And found out that, hey man, I really missed riding a trike. They have real advantages, you know. You don't have to worry about balance. You can totally relax yourself. So decided to just sell my my Sun Recumbent bicycle and keep the Rover. And I had the Rover for quite a while, and I had it upgraded to a internal 3-speed rear end, so it was technically a 24-speed. Thank you. And that way the it was a bit more efficient to tow the cargo trailer with, because we don't own a car.